Begin in a Sukhasana, a comfortable seat, hands falling to your lap or your thighs, tall spine, crown lifting and reaching, noticing the breath, settling in, connecting to the present moment. Lower your chin to your chest, very mindfully and slowly. Draw your chin towards the right. Release back to center and let your chin move to the left. Chin moves to center. Lift the chin to neutral. And release your right cheek to your right shoulder. Very slow move. Back to center and left cheek to left shoulder. Very slowly awakening the body. Let your right ear drop to your right shoulder, back to center, and your left ear to your left shoulder. Yin is a very passive practice, unlike your Yang practice that's more active. In your Yin practice today, you'll pressurize the connective tissues with longer holds and with stillness, allowing yourself to feel, to observe, and to notice all the sensations that are present. Allow yourself to surrender with each move, and notice and let the harmony of the chi energy move through your body. Release from your Sukhasana, extend the legs long in front of you as you prepare for caterpillar pose. If you have some blocks available or blankets or cushions, know that you can always use a folded blanket to sit on, to place underneath your bent knees if there's any discomfort. Flex your toes and begin to lengthen the torso forward. Hold on to your toes, or if you have blocks, you can place them alongside and rest your forearms on your blocks. You can release your forehead on a medium side of a block, or a high side or a low side, or stacked fists can also receive your forehead. Keep your knees lifted and bent if there's any tightness in your hamstring. And begin to settle into the pose. Relax the neck, relax the shoulders. Know that you are strengthening the shoulders. You're easing the parasympathetic nervous system, helping you to deeply relax and to feel calm. You're decompressing the spine, and you're looking for sensations in your spine and in your hamstring. Try and keep the spine long. If you have no disc issues or back issues, you can round if that's more comfortable for your body. Settle in, soften the breath, resist the urge to fidget, come back to the breath and see if you can settle into the pose a little bit deeper, a little bit longer. We'll hold our poses, our postures for about 2 to 3 minutes, but if you're watching this video at home, you can certainly hold your poses for as long as you'd like, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, or longer. If Ujjayi breathing is part of your practice, you can slowly begin the Ujjayi breath now, listening to the calming sound of the deep ocean-sounding breath, moving through your body. Nurturing you. connecting you to your deepest emotions, your deepest feelings. Letting yourself surrender and let go in stillness, in quiet. A few more breaths. See if you can find your edge and release and let go a little bit deeper. And as you're ready to release, engage the belly, remove any props that you've used, and slowly come up, lengthening the torso. Allowing the soles of the feet to return to the mat, and moving your knees from right to left. Just inviting a little sensation in your knees and your legs and your thighs. Coming to stillness, preparing for shoelace pose. Letting your left knee move behind you as you cross your right knee over the left. Again, if you have props available, you can place a blanket between your knees if there's any discomfort between your knees. You can sit on a blanket to elevate your hips. Your feet are extended along the sides of your body. You can twist into the pose towards the bent knee. You can keep your fingertips alongside the body with a straight spine if that's more comfortable. Or you can begin to fold over. Allow yourself to just fall over your torso, draping over your knees, receiving your forehead with stacked fists, holding onto your feet, or again, you can use the block on the high side or the medium side. Settle in, wiggle, release all the kinks, and let go. It only takes a reminder to breathe, a moment to be still, and just like that, something in you settles, softens, makes space for imperfections. The harsh voice of judgment drops to a whisper, and you remember again that life isn't a relay race, that waking up to life is what we were born for. As many times as you forget, catch yourself charging forward. That many times you can make the choice to stop, to breathe, to be, and to walk slowly into the mystery. A reading by Danna Faulds. A few more breaths. Stretching the thighs and the groin, decompressing the spine, requiring mindfulness of yourself as you rotate your hips. And allow the chi energy to move through your body. Lifting, coming up. Removing props and uncrossing legs, soles of your feet on the mat, and a gentle windshield wiper from right to left, inviting a little circulation in your legs. Coming to stillness again, moving the right leg behind you, crossing the left leg over the right, finding just what feels right for this side, noticing the difference. Remembering to elevate the hips, especially if you have sciatica, or placing a blanket between the knees. You can even keep the bottom leg extended. I didn't mention that on the first side, but if there's any difficulties with sitting in a shoelace pose, extend that bottom leg long. Twist towards the bent knee if that's comfortable for you. Or else find comfort as you did on the first side, using a block on the high side to receive your forehead, or stacked fists, letting the torso drape over the chest and knees, towards the knees. Settling in, bending forward, and just releasing and letting go. Finding your edge, seeing if you could settle in just a little bit more than you did on the first side. Connecting the stillness to the breath, quieting the mind. Letting go. Noticing, feeling. Observing all the sensations in your body as you release. Maybe choosing to turn the block on the medium side, settling in and deepening the pose a little bit more with your last few breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Being present in the moment. And release by engaging the belly, lifting, moving props from your area, uncrossing your legs, soles of your feet on the mat, and offering some movement to the legs, to the thighs, to the hamstrings, a gentle rock from right to left. Bending the knees, finding a blanket just to pad your mat as we move into your next yin posture, the frog pose. Placing the blanket underneath your knees and first sitting on your knees in a hero's pose, just being aware of the breath. Letting your hands release to the mat, widening your knees, letting your feet come out to the sides so that they're on the edge of the mat, flexed feet, moving in a comfortable way. You can stay with your arms straight, or you can release to forearms, let the chest, the torso come forward. Feel the deep stretch in the low back and the hips and the groin. You can receive your forehead on your stacked fists or the palms of your hands, and begin to connect to your emotions fully. Improve your self-awareness. Maybe even help with digestion. Settle into the pose, feel the length in the spine, wiggle the hips around till you feel just right, moving forward, moving back. And then settle in and find stillness. Avoid this pose or this posture if you have any backache or if you have knees that complain, although the padding should significantly help with any knee troubles or ankle pain. Settle in and breathe. Attune to all the sensations in your body. Listen to the breath. Let the Ujjayi breath help soften the body, quiet the mind. Hold the posture for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or longer. Each time releasing and letting go emotionally, physically, just a little bit more. As you're ready to release, come up to forearms. Slowly move the arms back towards the knees. Let the knees move towards one another and roll into a tight ball, into a child pose. Reverse the movement, tuck the chin, tuck the arms, and just settle in with the breath. Feeling the energy in this moment of stillness move through your body. Come up and remove the blanket. You may want to roll it, have it ready for your next posture, the Sphinx pose. Slide the chest forward, slide the palms forward into a prone position. Extend the legs long behind you. Come down on the mat, elbows under shoulders, palms planted into the earth. Gaze towards the front of the mat. The buttocks, the legs are loose and relaxed. If there's any discomfort in the chest, you can use that cushion under your elbows or your chest. It'll help relieve the deep back bend. Or you can even walk your arms forward, and that helps alleviate the back bend. If not, keep your elbows under your shoulder. Gaze down at the mat or a little bit in front of the mat. And with this deep compression of the back, just notice how the body is feeling right now. Find the breath. Settle in. And see how the Sphinx pose feels for your body. Coming to quiet, coming to stillness. Letting the mind be quiet, letting the thoughts drift away. If you'd like to come into a deeper expression of this pose, turn the hands out, press the palms into the earth, and move into a seal pose. The chest lifts a little higher. The back bend is a little bit deeper. You can always return to a Sphinx pose. But see how you feel. Elevating the chest, elevating and lifting the back. Still gazing over the front of your mat. Pressing into the earth, noticing, observing, and feeling. Being a witness to the present moment. Keeping the thighs and the back of the legs soft and long. They're not engaged. Your gaze is towards the front of the mat. And release by lowering to the earth. Palms stack, cheek turns, right leg bends. Release and let go. Feel a gentle rebound. Let everything drop for a moment, being very aware of the chi energy that's moving through you in this place of stillness. Turn the cheek in the opposite direction, bend the knee in the same direction, and find stillness, find quiet. Find release and relief from all forms of stress. Press up. Let your legs swing around as you prepare for cattail. A deep stretch for the hips, the hamstrings, and the quads. Come down to the mat on your back. Stay up on your forearm to begin the pose. Turn to the right. Your knees are bent. Your top leg extends long to the side. Your back leg, bottom leg moves behind you, and just find the sole of your foot of your ankle. This is the beginning expression of the pose. If you'd like to deepen the expression of the pose, come down to your side. Let your right arm release. You can move into cactus or just extend from the shoulder. You can turn your cheek, find the sole of your foot again, and push the foot away from your body. Gaze over your left shoulder and just breathe. Pull into the stretch, pull into the back bend. And see which expression of the pose feels right for your body. Up on the forearm or release to the earth. Remembering you could always move your chin to center if that feels more comfortable for your neck. Take a few breaths. Settle into quiet, settle into stillness. Trying not to fidget or move. Asking the body to just settle, to let go and release. As you're ready to release, bend the knees, come onto your back for a moment, and let your body hug your knees into your chest for a release, rocking from side to side. Soles of your feet return to the earth as you move to the left side. Remember that you could come up on your forearm, moving your bottom leg behind you, finding the sole of your foot, and your right leg is extended long, or come down on your side. Find the sole of your back foot, move it away from your body. Gaze over your right shoulder towards the sole of your foot, and find the breath. You can place a blanket under the extended arm if you feel any discomfort from the mat or from the earth. Find what feels right for you, and then find the sole of your foot again. remembering to turn your gaze towards the sky if there's any neck issues. And let the universe support you. Let the universe hold you as you honor your body, as you honor your mind and your spirit. Release from the pose. The soles of your feet are on the earth. And begin to move into your final resting pose, your Shavasana, your corpse pose. Settle in, arms by your side. Legs release, feet turn out slightly, chin slightly tucks. It's an active form of relaxing. It allows the body to become stronger. As you complete your journey, aware and alert, letting the mind be aware of the body relaxing, feeling all the chi energy that you've created from your practice, settling in, a final release, a final letting go. The goddess of the night speaks only in a quiet voice. Trust the movement of energy, she says. Trust the opening of blossoms. Trust the wisdom that rises through you like sap flows through trees in spring. Trust that you can leave that which you no longer need. Trust the coming of a new insight. The goddess pushes the cloud hair from her eyes and offers you a cup. This is the chalice of life, the chalice of change and choice. Drink deeply, she says, and do not second-guess yourself. The only answers worth listening to are those that come from deep within. With the approach of dawn, the goddess transforms herself in sunrise. As the last stars fade from the sky, she speaks to us in a final voice. Trust your own immortal soul. Trust what you know and what you don't. Trust that you can do what is yours to do. Trust life to bring you face to face with truth. A reading by Danna Faulds. Begin to deepen the breath. The soles of your feet move to the mat and allow your body to roll into a fetal position, thanking yourself for honoring your body. Settling in, and then beginning to push the earth away. Head comes up last, finding that comfortable seat again, the Sukhasana, an easy pose, moving hands in front of the heart center. Releasing the breath, slow and notice, enjoying the silence and stillness, and being filled with peace. The peace and quiet of the present moment. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May there be peace, 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 as you walk this earth all the days of your life. Namaste.